Know, grow, do, it's everywhere. And really these three things, these three ideas that we want to know God, we want to grow in him, and we want to do his will, that's really the core of who we want to be as a church. And when we look at who we are and who we want people that come here to be, we want them to be people that know God. They really know who he is, they know his character, they know him, but they're also growing. Their relationship with him is not just a knowledge thing where they see him, but it's a growing, active relationship. We want to know God, we want to grow in him, and we want to do his will. And the cool thing about these three things is they're not these three separate items in our life, but they really pour into each other. That as we come to know God and as we really discover who he is and what his will is and what his character is like, it kind of pours straight into the growing. And as we know God, we begin to grow in him. We grow closer to him. We grow to look more like Christ. We grow in our faith and our relationship with Jesus. And as we grow, it pours straight into our doing. Growing, when it's mature, when we become a mature believer, we begin to do God's will. We begin to do his work. We begin to live for him. And these three things, the knowing, the growing, and the doing, this really who we want to be as a church. That if we're going to know God, we have to read his word. And if we're going to grow in our relationship with him, we have to be reading his word. And the simple idea that I want us to look at this morning is that if we want to keep knowing and we want to keep growing, we have to keep reading.